Welcome, guys. Welcome. This is Natalie with livingtheoillife.com. If it is your first time joining us for any of our classes, I would love for you to say hello and let me know. If this is your first time joining us for a YouTube live class, you should see a little row of icons underneath this, and there should be a little chat button. If it hasn't popped up in your side there. But if you see the little chat button down there, click on it. And when people come and go and chat in there, I would love for you guys to chat in there, chat and say hello to me so I know that you are there. I think that I turned it on. I hope I turned it on. Um, but yeah, so do that for me. And this is the pregnancy and oils class that we're doing tonight. And if you have any questions, put them in the chat because I respect your time and I don't want to keep going in and out of content because people come in and go out. If you type in your questions, I will try to get to them at the very end or come back and during the replay, I will answer the questions in there also. But I think that's about it for now. If you have to leave at any time, just come back to the link and you can watch the replay. And I think that's it. So let's get started. So we have not had the pleasure of meeting yet. Like I said, I am Natalie and I am the leader of the Living the Oil Life team. I guess you could say we're just a group of essential oil users under Young Living. And during this pregnancy and oils class, we will only be talking about Young Living oils because I absolutely love them. And even if I was not an independent distributor for them, I would still recommend them for everybody because I've done my research, I've tried other brands, I've compared other brands, and for me and my family, I just found that they have been the best ones to use. So I will be sharing in this class tips and tricks on how to support your body during pregnancy and postpartum and post-delivery and postpartum. I am not a doctor, of course. I am not here to treat, diagnose, cure, or any of that good stuff. I am just here to give you what I've learned and what others have learned along the way so that you can make your own decision when it comes to using essential oils. And since it's been a very long time, many, many years since I have been pregnant and barely remember what it is like, I just remember the pain and the 17-hour labor, but I am actually using notes and graphics and script from a wonderful resource called Grow Workspace, GROWORKSPACE.com. I'll put that link in the description box here afterwards. But it's a great resource. It has classes that are already made for you that you can use online, in home, in a coffee shop, one-on-one, however you like to share oils. But it saves you time, it saves you effort, and if you love to share oils but are a little bit intimidated to doing classes and things like that, this is a really great resource. Of course, there is a membership fee, and I promise you it is well worth it. I know graphic designers, and it is well worth the price. So if you decide that you want to screenshot any of these recipes or graphics that we're going to be sharing, that is completely fine. All I ask is that you do not share them online or in your social media or anything like that because it is basically copyright infringement and I don't want anybody to get in trouble. But you can get your own subscription, I guess, at thegrowworkspace.com. So let's get started. And before we talk about the oils that are amazing for you to use, we are going to be talking about quality. And of course, quality matters. As moms, we all want the very best for our kids, and that means we want high quality products that are safe and effective. And like I said, we're only going to be talking about Young Living tonight because that's what I believe in. And Young Living's quality standards are above and beyond anything that I have seen. They have a seed to seal guarantee and promise, which means from the moment the seed is picked, to the moment that the bottle is sealed. They guarantee that they go above and beyond the industry standards. Sorry, my throat is getting, hold on a second. They go above and beyond. So they strict they adhere to strict guidelines to fulfill the promise to us. And YL owns its own farms, which not any other major company can say that they own so many farms. And any of the partner farms that they do have, they have to abide by the same standards that we abide by. Young Living only picks the absolute best seeds from the strongest living, thriving plants. They also do not use the weeding practices that they use, they do not use any chemicals, and they use only their own oils that they have distilled on the plants for pest control to avoid having to use harmful chemicals. And they also distill on site without chemicals, and they also harvest at peak times. And a lot of people are like, well, what difference does it make if they harvest at peak times, or when they harvest, or how they harvest, or where they harvest? And it really does matter. If you're my age or older, you might remember we can only get fruits and vegetables most of the time during certain seasons. And if you lived in other states that weren't like in the north where it's a warmer climate, you didn't get the best fruit that you would in the wintertime that you would in the summertime. And that's because back then they didn't have the trucks and the chemicals to spray on them to keep them longer. And it really does matter when a plant is harvested. You don't pick a orange off of the tree if it's still whatever color it is, I guess green, when it's not ripe. You want to pick it when it's perfect. And that's what Young Living does. And not only that, but it also, let me back up. I wanted to share one other thing. Ylang Ylang is a perfect example from that. And I don't remember all of the details, and I hear it several times, and you think it would be in my brain, but Ylang Ylang is a very particular plant when it comes to harvesting. It has to be done right at the right time, right season, right at the right time during the day. I think it has to be before the sun comes out or completely rises, and it has to be picked before the flowers, I think before the flowers are budding or right before the flowers are budding. It's really a really particular way that you harvest ylang ylang. And so you want to get the best constituents of the oil, you want to harvest it at the best time. And that's what Young Living does. And they also test every batch multiple times throughout the process to make sure that they are above standards. So all of those factors put together make a really, really great oil that goes above and beyond. And you can tell the difference in the effectiveness of the oils from Young Living and other oils that are on the store shelves or that you get online. There's a big difference from that. And it's all about, I'm not saying that those oils are bad, but the effectiveness of the Young Living oils is much greater and higher standards to me personally. I was going to say something else and I can't remember what it was. Okay, so let's go on. And when we're talking about our oils, of course, we're going to talk about usage and safety, especially while we are pregnant. And you really want to make sure when you're using oils as a whole that you have a really good reference. You want to make sure you have a really good resource. Of course, you can Google whatever you want, but make sure you have a good resource. And a good one, especially for babies, is Gentle Babies by Deborah Rayburn. And you can get that at Growing Healthy Homes, I think it is, by Deborah Rayburn, and Melissa Pepping has a good one. If you mamas out there have good resources, please type in the comments what your favorite author is or your favorite resource book is, but you really want to get a good resource going in library. Of course, you're never going to have enough books to talk about essential oils, but you really want to get one that's going to be good. So you want to be careful. And of course, if you didn't know, there's 3 ways to use essential oils. There is the aromatic, the topical, and the internal, or ingesting them. And of course, there are camps that say, no, you do not ingest oils at all, ever. Young Living is not under that mindset because they are pure oils. They are 100% pure oils. There's nothing added to them. They're not chemically altered or anything like that, and they are safe to ingest. I'm not saying that every single oil is safe to ingest, but they are safe to ingest. And you want to make sure that when you use them topically that you want to dilute them, and we're going to talk about that. Make sure that you do not put them in your eyes or in your ears or on sensitive places when you're using them. I still have a tendency to use my oils and then rub my eyes and go, ah, what did I do? Because they can feel like they're burning you. They're not, but they can feel like they're burning you. Do not just drip them in your ears. I've heard that people do, but I say don't do that. Don't recommend. I do not recommend doing that. Now I have put oils on a Q-tip and rubbed it in my ear and around my ear, and I put it on my finger and I've rubbed it, just right inside, not down into, where I could damage anything. So you want to be careful with that, and you want to follow the direction on the labels. Now, of course, you can use them topically and aromatically, and you can also use them as supplements. And the cool thing is that Young Living has two sets of labels. The solid color label, like this one, the colored ones, these are for aromatic and topical use. And then the white one labels with the little colored headers, they are our vitality line. So the ones that are white with the colored color headers, my goodness, they are the vitality line, and without a shadow of a doubt, or if somebody tells you that you can't, you could say, no, I can use this one. This is the white one. It is labeled for supplement use. It says it right on the label. I can use it to ingest it. And the whole reason for that is because the powers that be say that we cannot label an oil that can be used all three ways on one label, on one bottle. And it's the same with any company. There's some coconut oils say it can only be used topically. Others, coconut oils, say that you can use it as a supplement. And so remember, the solid labels, you can use it aromatically, topically, and the white ones can be used as a supplement. So that's a good trick to teach your kids too. You could say, even though you know that you could typically ingest this one if you had to, never mind. I'm trying to be good here. But you can tell the kids only the ones with the white labels I want you to ingest. And I say that to say what oils are in these bottles are the same oils, although they're not the same exact oils. Pretend this one's Endoflex with a colored label, and this one's Endoflex Vitality. They're the same exact oils. There's nothing taken away. There's nothing added to this one that makes it any different than this one. It's just because the powers that be say they have to be offered in two different labels, two different bottles. So that's it. It's not a marketing scheme. Some people have said, oh, they're just trying to make more money. No, that's not what it is. We're trying to be responsible and let you know that you can ingest those. Now, using the oils with kids, and we're going to actually have another class to talk about using oils with kids and go into a little more depth. But when you're using them, like I said, make sure to dilute them. And diluting them is just using a carrier oil or something else to go with the essential oil. And a carrier oil is any oil, basically. Well, not any oil, but an oil that helps to carry the essential oil onto the body. And Young Living has a great carrier oil called V6. I've done a video on this one. This is one of my favorite. This one's an old bottle. It's very well worn, and I still have some in it. I don't use it a whole lot, but it lasts a long time, and I really, really like it. But this is great. It has 7 different oils in it. Jojoba, I think. I can't remember all of the oils in it, but it's 7 different ones in one carrier oil. And this is really great to have with the kids. And you just pump a couple of drops in there, add your carrier oil, and massage it all over them or wherever you want it to go. But you can use any of your favorite olive oil, coconut oil, jojoba, grapeseed oil. Those are all great for kids. Just make sure that it's a clean oil. Make sure that it doesn't have any of the additives in it. Make sure it doesn't have any extra stuff that you don't want, because we're trying to keep the yucky stuff off. So why put yucky stuff in? And you might want to write this down, but a conservative dilution ratio for kids is 1 drop of essential oil with 1 to 2 teaspoons of V6 or carrier oil of your choice for children 2 to 5 years. And then 1 drop of essential oil for 1 tablespoon of V6 or your favorite carrier oil for those under 2 years old. So you always want to dilute it. And if you're never quite sure, the bottom of the feet is the best place to put on for babies. It's the best. Try to stay away from the toes, especially if they're getting ready to put them in their mouth. If it's going to be a hot oil, you want to make sure you don't let them put that in their mouth, because it may burn their mouth a little bit or feel like it's burning their mouth. And then when we're pregnant, we know that we have to avoid things. We have to be extra careful. And it's the same thing with oils, because these are plants and because they have wonderful constituents that are very concentrated, you need to be careful. So during pregnancy, it is suggested that you be careful with basil, birch, calamus, cassia, cinnamon bark, hyssop, Idaho tansy, lavandin, which is different than lavender. Lavandin is not the same thing as lavender, and a good test to do is if you see a lavender bottle on the shelves, see what it comes from. If it says lavandin, you don't want it. You want lavender. Also rosemary, sage, tarragon, and wintergreen. So those are the ones that you want to be careful with to avoid while you're pregnant. And then for babies, you want to be careful with the eucalyptus, basil, juniper, peppermint, hyssop, and wintergreen. So those are the ones that you want to be careful with a baby: eucalyptus, basil, juniper, peppermint, hyssop, and wintergreen. And for toddlers and young children, 2 to 5, make sure you dilute them and make sure you start off slow. Half a drop, toothpick drop, however, just start off slow. You know your babies, so just be careful. And if you're new to Young Living, some of the hot oils that you really want to be careful with and make sure you dilute are things like clove, oregano, thieves. Thyme is a little bit hot. Cinnamon bark can be hot. So those are oils that you definitely want to dilute and be careful with. So you're a smart mama. You know your babies, you know yourself, you know your family, and so just use good judgment with it. Now, with pregnancies, we know that emotions run rampant with us. They run out of control. Emotions are all over the place, whether it's our first, our second, our fifth, or our eighth. We experience a lot of different emotions: fear, anxiety, worry, love, joy, and so many others. And breathing in oils is an effective way to help change unwanted emotions, either turning negatives into positives or help uplifting ones or enhancing our positive emotions. And I'm going to turn around real quick because I have a cool story with Joy. Joy oil, and I don't think I brought it. Nope, Joy's not over here. But Joy oil is one of my very favorite oils. And when I first was going to order it, I was like, I don't need Joy. I'm an upbeat person. I don't tend to be down all the time, and I don't have a problem being happy, and I have a pretty good outlook on things. I'm like, well, I don't need it. But I decided to get it anyway because I really wanted to try it, because a friend of ours had let me smell theirs, and I really liked it. And so I bought it, and I was like, I'm going to use it and just, see what happens. So the joy of the Lord is our strength. And so I would take a couple of drops, I would inhale it, and then I would rub it over my heart and just thank the Lord for his joy. And I guess it was a couple of days later, maybe I'm not quite sure. I don't remember actually. But I realized that I was not getting irritated with things that would normally irritate me. Little things, not big things, but little things like a slow driver or somebody that would give me an attitude or, somebody in customer service that wasn't very nice. Things like that. Things that would just like get under my skin. They weren't getting under my skin. And I just thought, that was kind of cool. So I really, really like joy. And then another quick story is a friend of ours was dealing with some stuff, some really kind of really rough stuff. And she was telling us that she does not like joy. She doesn't even like the bottle. She doesn't even want to smell the bottle through the cap kind of thing. That's how much she did not like joy. And we knew that she really needed it emotionally. And so we encouraged her, just put it on the bottom of your feet, just really quick, put it on the bottom of your feet 1 or 2 times a day, just do it for a week and just see what happens. And so she did, and it wasn't, I can't remember, I think it was maybe about a week, maybe less than that, I can't remember. But all of a sudden she had posted on her page, she said, I can't remember the exact words, but it was something to the effect of, for those that know me, joy is a wonderful scent, or I love the scent of joy, or something like that. But we all knew what she was talking about. And it was just a really great testimony of how essential oils can really, really benefit you emotionally. And the huge benefit of diffusing is that you can throw away those gross candles and fragrances that you have, or air fresheners that you have in your house that are doing more harm than good to you and your family, because you're breathing in all of that junk. And it's getting in your respiratory system, and it could disrupt your hormone system and your reproductive system, and you just don't want them in there. And so diffusing essential oils is a great way to get rid of all of those toxins or all of those gross chemically filled things. And I will tell you a story of somebody that was using the plug-in air fresheners, had them everywhere in their house, and they had gone to the doctors because they just kept coughing and they just kept having this respiratory stuff going on. And one of the first questions that the doctor asked them was, do you have plug-ins in your home? And they were like, yep. And he said, get rid of them, get them out of the house, they're no good for you. So that's a reason why you have to have a diffuser in every room, so you can get this stuff going in your home and switch from the gross stuff. And besides diffusing your oils to aid with your mood, you can also consider making a perfume. I guess, I don't know why I have a problem with the word perfume. I guess because of all the connotations with what is in perfume. But you can make a spray or a roll-on, and the best part is you can take it with you wherever you go, which you really can't do with your diffuser unless you're wearing like a diffuser necklace or something like that. But a great way to make perfume from oils is putting it in a glass spray bottle or even in a roll-on bottle. But this recipe is, oh, sorry about that. This recipe is for a glass bottle, and you're going to take 4 ounces. You can screenshot this if you'd like, just please don't share it. But you can make a 4-ounce glass, you take a 4-ounce glass spray bottle, fill it with 100% proof vodka. If you don't use 100%, it's only going to be that you have to shake it a lot. That's the whole reason for the vodka, and vodka doesn't smell. It doesn't have the smell of other alcohol. And so if you don't want to go to the store and buy vodka, then you can get witch hazel. And if you get witch hazel, I would recommend getting the non-scented one because you don't know what it's scented with. And I would get an organic one because you're spraying it on your body. But the alcohol and or the witch hazel will help to emulsify the essential oils, meaning you don't have to shake it as much, or and it helps to emulsify the essential oils. And then you just put 40 to 60 drops of your favorite essential oil combination, shake it, and spritz it. And so some great combinations would be for fear. You could use Valor, Bergamot, Geranium, and Present Time. That's for fear. Valor, Bergamot, Geranium, and Present Time, or bergamot, however you say it. For occasional stress, you can make a bottle of lavender and Stress Away, or Stress Away and orange, which I absolutely love, although it's becoming fall, and so I don't know if you want to smell like a vacation in a bottle, but that's an amazing one for mamas. Mamas must have stress away. Put that on your list. Frankincense, peace and calming, and bergamot. Those are all combined, or you combine them any way that you would like. For occasional anxiety when it comes to pregnancy, lavender, lemon, copaiba, and orange. You can mix those together. For occasional sadness, you can just do joy and orange. I love to diffuse joy and orange. I don't know what it is about orange, but orange just takes everything up a notch for some reason. Orange in everything. I do Valor in orange, Christmas spirit in orange, peppermint orange, joy in orange. I just love the orange. For if you worry a lot during your pregnancy, you could try bergamot. And then love is a good one to do would be Ula family, which is if you don't know about the Ula oils, look up Ula, O-O-L-A, like Ulala, O-O-L-A. Family is a oil blend, and it's great for supporting your emotions when it comes to family. So look up ula.com. It's part of the Young Living collection, and it's wonderful. Now, remember, during pregnancy, things in our body changes. We get different tastes. We get different reactions to smells, things like that. So an oil, if you've been using oils for a while, an oil that you absolutely loved and you're pregnant, you may not like it, and vice versa. So before you go making a bottle of 40 drops of an oil and you waste all that oil thinking, oh no, I don't like it, make sure you open your bottle and just smell it a little bit. Make sure your body still likes it and you're like, or yeah, I really love this and this is what I need. So make sure you do that before you do it. So I'm going to flip it around so you can see that, just in case you didn't get it. And if you're pregnant, or if you've been pregnant and you remember your pregnancy, comment and let us know what kind of smells that you used to love but you didn't love again, or didn't love once you were pregnant, or the ones that you didn't like and all of a sudden you're pregnant and you're like, oh, I like that. So we need to use essential oils for our emotions, definitely when we're pregnant. And so now we're going to talk about our bodies. Know your body and listen to it, because our next few topics, we're going to explore some tips and health practices for you to use during pregnancy to help you feel amazing all the way to D-Day. You can start anytime, but the earlier the better, we know. So you do know your body. Some people like to run to the doctors for everything, but we really do know our bodies. If we just took the time to sit and listen to them, we would know. And I've been dealing, for those of you that follow me, know that I've been dealing with kidney stuff for over 30 years now. And I've come to usually know what my body wants, even if I'm in denial. I know when my body really needs water and I'm just ignoring it. I know when I need sleep and I'm ignoring it. It's the same thing. Anybody, you don't have to be an MD to know your own body. You have intuition. God gave you common sense. He gave you an intuition, and you know it. If something happens, in my back and I can feel it, and I sit down and I just really think and I just really pray and I'm like, okay, what have I been doing? Did I tweak something? Did I go to reach for something? Have I been eating something that is making my bowels weird? What is it? And I can usually figure out what it is because we know our bodies. So, of course, our bodies go through a lot of different changes while we're pregnant. Our baby is growing and it's pushing on things that we didn't even know were inside of us, and the baby's laying, I hate calling it. He or she is laying different ways. And I remember a friend of mine she's getting ready to deliver any time now. And I asked her how she was feeling one day, and she goes, well, she's laying on anything that she can lay on, and it's really hurting. I was like, yeah, I can imagine. So she's pushing, and your ligaments and your muscles and your joints, they're stretching and they're thickening, and our hormones are changing, and just to prepare and get ready to open up for delivery. And so, although aches and pains may be described as normal, they are more accurately described as common. And you can avoid discomfort by taking care of yourself and listening to your body, and so you can stay physically comfortable all the way through to delivery. I know that's not always possible, and everybody's like, yeah, better said than done kind of thing. You haven't been where I've been, but essential oils and oil infused products can help it lessen and can help you get through it a little better. And so things get out of alignment, and just with everyday pregnancy and growing and changing and stretching and all of that. And so they recommend Valor. Valor essential oil, my very favorite oil. If you follow me, you know my color is not purple. I don't like the color purple, but this is my favorite purple bottle ever. And if you have not tried Valor, you really need to. It's amazing. I put it on the bottom of my feet all of the time. I will also put it on the back of my neck and on the base of my spine. But they recommend rub Valor on your hips and your spine daily and along the inside of each foot. And this oil is also known as chiropractor in a bottle. And this is a great oil to do a roller bottle for yourself. I didn't bring it down. I should have. But get a glass roller bottle from Amazon. If you're new to essential oils, you can go on Amazon and order them in bulk. They're not very expensive. There may be a couple of links in my description box. If not, I'll make sure I put them there. You can find cute ones on Etsy where people have put their vinyl on it. I have my own vinyl cutter, so I go ahead and do my own. But a couple of drops of Valor with your favorite carrier oil and any other oil that you would like, and you could just roll it, you know, especially when it's hard to reach those places as we get bigger while we're pregnant. It'd be easier, and it's also easier to say, hey honey, can you roll me? And just ask them, you know, to roll it down your spine, roll it on the bottom of your feet. Your kids can do it for you if if you have little ones or big ones. So Valor is a must have. And the reason why you put it on the inside of your feet, it is for not only for alignment, because of the inside of our foot that is connected to our spine, but it is also great for emotions and for giving you that little burst of self-confidence that you may need. They also recommend to go to chiropractors if you haven't been to a chiropractor. I know a lot of people that love chiropractors and a lot of people that don't like chiropractors, but it's something that you may want to look into. And if you do go to chiropractors or go to an adjuster of any kind, they suggest to use Valor on the areas before and after you go to help make the adjustment better and to help keep the adjustment a little bit longer. And of course, you can sleep with a wedge pillow or a pregnancy pillow between your knees and under your belly. That's a great way to help support yourself. I know you feel like you're hogging the bed when you do that, but you need your comfort, and a happy mommy is a happy family. So you could use those. And if you have any suggestions of your own, I would love for you to type them in because we love to learn from each other. So share away in that. And then we're going to talk about nutritional daily support, because when you're pregnant, of course, you're eating for 2 or maybe 3. I don't know where you are, but you want to go for quality and not quantity. And so nutrition is really important. And did you know that if you're a healthy weight, you don't need any additional calories in your first trimester? I didn't know that. In your second trimester, you only need 340 extra calories a day. And by your third trimester, you need 450 extra calories a day. So you want to make sure that those calories are good calories. They're not just empty calories, like something with no calories whatsoever, or they're bad calories. You want the good quality calories. Oh my gosh, the calories that are going to help your baby's brain grow and help the body develop and help the nervous system develop. So you want the good calories that are going to support you and that are going to support your baby. And during your pregnancy, your body is pulling vitamins and minerals from you to give to the baby. And that's why it's important that you not only get the good vitamins, but that you keep replenishing those vitamins to help the baby to continue to grow. Whole food supplements that are not synthetic. You don't want synthetic. Don't start your baby off with synthetic products right off the bat. I can't remember. I meant to get the umbilical cord picture, but I forgot about it. But they have found so much stuff within a baby's umbilical cord that the mother has either been around, not even necessarily that the mother has ingested or smelled or tasted or felt, put on her skin, but stuff that's around her. Things have been found in umbilical cords. So we want to start our babies off as clean as possible. So you want the whole food supplements. You want whole foods. You don't want the junk stuff. I know we all want the ice cream. We all want the chocolate, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. But you also want to push in those whole food nutrients and the stuff that is going to help the baby, not just satisfy mommy. So Ningxia Red is a really great whole food supplement. It's that big bottle there, the Ningxia Red, and it helps to maintain healthy blood glucose levels. It helps provide extra nutrients that your body needs and helps keep energy levels up. Did you know that morning sickness can often happen because of irregular blood sugar levels? So don't skip the Ningxia. Ningxia Red, if you haven't seen it, it is filled with powerful antibiotics. It is a whole food superfood drink, and you only need 2 ounces a day to help maintain your healthy balance. Some people drink more than that, but you only really need 2 ounces a day. And if I was pregnant, if it was me, I would probably do 2 ounces in the morning, 2 ounces at night while I was pregnant, if that was me. But you don't want to miss it. And a great way to get your Ningxia Red is to put 2 ounces in a bottle with water and add a little Young Living Vitality to it. And it's great that way. Another product that you really, they recommend is Life 9 Probiotic, the little white bottle down there. Life 9 is an amazing, amazing probiotic. I've done a video on that one too, and those that follow me know that this is a must-have for me every month. It is a high-potency probiotic that combines 17 billion live cultures from 9 different beneficial bacteria strains. And I can't remember the data on this, but I think we need at least 15 billion, maybe not. I don't know. Go watch my video because I can't remember now. But 17 billion live cultures from 9 beneficial bacteria strains, and it helps to promote a healthy digestion, support your gut health, and help maintain normal intestinal function. It is really important. A healthy gut helps keep your immune system strong, and it also, which I did not realize this, allows us to absorb the proper nutrients and keeps things flowing regularly when we have that little one growing and pushing everything around. And so I learned that, and I'm not knocking anybody that has had a cesarean section. I almost had to have one. I'm not knocking anything, I promise you. But what I did learn a couple years ago was that a baby gets a lot of its immune system support, the stuff that is going to help their immune system when it goes through its mother's, when it goes through the birth canal. When it goes through the birth canal, that's when it picks up the stuff that helps to build its immune system. I didn't know that. I thought that was really cool, which is why it's important for Life 9 to help you get a good gut and get a good cleaning area so that when it goes through the birth canal, you don't have a lot of junk and stuff down there, and it can pick up the good bacteria. And Life 9, I have tried many different probiotics before, and when I tried Life 9, I tell a complete difference when I do not take it. A complete difference. I don't take it every day now. I take it like every other day, or I'll take it for a week and then I'll stop. It just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. But if I have not had it for a certain amount of time, I can really tell. So those are a couple of the supplements that are really good. And then Young Living also, like we talked about, had the vitality and the dietary oils. And if you put a drop of thieves and put 2 drops of thieves, 2 drops of lemon in with your Ningxia Red, or your favorite tea or your favorite juice or just in water, that will also help to support your immune system when you're pregnant. And this can be especially helpful if you struggle with your daily water intake. Add a drop of lemon or peppermint vitality oil into your water to give it a flavor, a little bit of flavor, and it may help you drink more water that you need and will keep you away from the sodas and the stuff that you really shouldn't be taking. So whatever supplements that your doctor, your midwife, your chiropractor suggest to support your immune system and keep you energized and healthy, this is likely to include your prenatal vitamin, a vitamin D, and natural folate. And you want to make sure it's natural folate and not the synthetic folic acid, because they have been finding that our bodies will store our bodies don't what word am I looking for? Metabolize the synthetic folic acid as well as it does folate, the natural folate, and so they have been finding it built up in I think it's the livers, and it could also contribute to precursor for issues, so like cancer. So you really don't want to take a synthetic folic acid. You want to take a natural one, and you want to look up Organ, ORGEN-FA. And that I had not heard of it until Young Living started using it, and it is found in Young Living's Super B. Super B is a great vitamin for pregnant ladies to be taking. So make sure you're getting that, and make sure you're getting enough calcium and magnesium, which I believe is in vitamin B, but Young Living also has supplements for that. So check out the supplements that Young Living has and ones that you may have been taking before you're pregnant, and see if it's something that you can take that will benefit the baby go over them with your medical practitioner, whoever is helping you with the delivery and with your prenatal care, because Young Living infuses their supplements with the oils, and the oils actually help our bodies to absorb the nutrients better and faster, which I thought was really cool. So make sure you are empowered to make sure you, for your own health choices. Now, if you plan to breastfeed, which I think we're going to talk about in a second, and you're nervous about your milk production, don't discontinue regular use of peppermint a month or two before your due date. So if you love peppermint oil, you can still use it during your pregnancy, but I would mark on my calendar where my due date is. I would mark 2 months before that and put a big, mark on it saying stop peppermint. Because it can, some people have found that it can decrease their milk production when using it regularly, especially when nursing. So if you may be afraid of that, you might want to stop peppermint. So while we are switching slides here, comment and let us know some of your crazy cravings that you may have had during pregnancy. I can't remember any, to be honest with you. I don't think I had any really weird cravings, but that was over 26 years ago, so I'm not quite sure. But we're going to talk about making the switch. So we've discussed how important what goes in your body is, but what about what you put on your body or what you expose your body to in your home? Because we know that what goes on our body goes in our body, which is also going to go to our baby. And Young Living makes it easy to swap out those harmful products that you use for cleaning and things like that, and on your body, and personal care and makeup and things like that, for clean, safe, and effective products. So let's start with your skincare. Many skincare and makeup products we know contain harmful ingredients that can affect your reproductive system, human development, which means the baby that's growing inside of you, organs, and much more. Some even contain carcinogens that are linked to cancer. These harmful chemicals don't only just get absorbed into your skin as you wear them, but they go into your bloodstream and they will make their way to the umbilical cord, which we know is the baby's life source. So these harmful ingredients are not found in any Young Living products. Young Living has no petrochemicals, no talc, no parabens, and especially no phthalates, which are toxic to the reproductive system and can affect development. And you don't want that for your baby. You want your baby as developed as possible. And if you love to wear makeup and you're looking for a great makeup and want to get rid of the stuff that you've been wearing, Young Living Savvy Minerals makeup contains no gluten, no nanoparticles, no metals, no synthetic dyes, no synthetic fragrances, and no bismuth, and which is a popular filler found in makeup that causes skin irritation. Again, you got to be careful what you put on your body. You may just think, oh, it's just makeup, but your skin has pores, and those things are going into your skin, going into your bloodstream. So wherever life takes you, Savvy Minerals and Young Living skincare products are here to empower you to be the healthy woman and mother you want and deserve to be. So there are really great skincare products. I love the Art Skincare. My favorite is the Sandalwood Moisturizer. I love it. I use it on my skin and on my face, and also on my hands. I love that. And when you're washing your face, if you use the Orange Blossom facial cleanser, you know you're not getting any of synthetic stuff in, your face when you're washing it. You're starting, with a clean base for putting on the mineral makeup. And mineral makeup is different, or Young Living mineral makeup is different because, like I said, it has no bismuth, and it has no talc, and which is can be irritating and has been known to be harmful to you. So we've talked about our skin. Let's also talk about our home care products. Using the Thieves line to swap out every cleaner you own, including laundry detergent, hand and dishwashing soap, your hand purifier, your toothpaste, your mouthwash, and more. Our Thieves line has you covered. It is formulated with natural place-based ingredients for the safest way to clean your house, your mouth, and your clothes. And I will tell you that the Thieves line is incredibly concentrated. A little bit is all you need. And you can go online and Google Thieves DIY, how Thieves hack to make it last longer, people that have done different things with their laundry detergent, things like that. But you really want to look at the products that you're already cleaning with. If you're not using Thieves, look at the back of the ingredients. There's a reason why there's a poison control number on there. And there's a reason why it says to clean with windows open and ventilated. There's a reason why it says do not swallow, which no, you shouldn't swallow Thieves laundry detergent, but you know that it is not going to automatically kill you if you do ingest a little bit of it, like some products that people were trying to ingest, but we won't go there. We won't digress. So you really need to try it. It will change your world, and you can use Thieves Cleaner for everything. There are so many things out there that can help you do that. And I was going to say something else. Oh, the products that you put on your floor that you're cleaning with, go and look at the ingredients, go and look up the warnings for those ingredients, and then think about the kids. If you already have children, think about them crawling on that with their hands. They're touching it with their hands. They're putting their hands in their mouth, or they're touching it they're rolling around on the carpet. They're walking with it on their bare feet. And what you walk on with your bare feet, you're picking up with your the pores of the bottom of your feet, so that's getting in there. So it's pretty amazing when you start to look at it, and it can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be, because you've got Young Living and you've got these products, so you want to swap them out. So now that we've panicked you with all of the stuff that you don't want to have around your baby, let's talk about relaxing. And it's time to relax. As soon as the baby arrives, your world is about to get a whole lot hectic and busy. And we know that are already mamas. We know how true that is. And we know you're excited and anxious for your baby to arrive, but You want to soak in that quiet time and pamper yourself a little bit. You need to go see a movie, get a pedicure, have a date night, or take a warm bath with your essential oils to relax. Do something that you really enjoy, something that's peaceful, life-giving, and recharging, because as soon as that baby arrives, it's going to be a whole different world. It'll be a beautiful world, but it's going to be a busy world. So you can really use essential oils to maximize your moments of relaxation. So even if you don't have a time to take a bath, with milk and flowers and things like that that people put in or put lace on. I don't know why you put lace on when you take a bath, but okay. But you do want to add your oils, and it is a game changer. Just try the simple bath salt recipe. Grab a book, a movie on your iPad, play some relaxing music, and lock yourself away. So a great recipe is taking 1 to 2 cups of Epsom salt, and then add 10 drops of lavender or any other calming oil of your choice. It could be ylang ylang, frankincense, bergamot, stress away. It could be, I'm trying to think of what else is relaxing. Yeah, I said ylang ylang. Any oil that you like that relaxes you. Add that, mix it up. You want to stir it and you want to let it sit for at least 20 minutes to get that oil emulsified with the salt. Because if you don't, what's going to happen is the oil is just going to lay on top of the water, and you really want it to be in with the Epsom salt. And so you're not only getting the benefits of Epsom salt, but you're also getting the benefits of the oils also. And so you want to mix it up and then just sprinkle it in your bath when it's nice and warm, and it's just relaxing. It's not only good physically, but it's great emotionally. And so another great way to use Epsom salts, especially when you're pregnant, we know that our feet get swollen, our ankles get swollen. You can make a foot soak with it. Just use the same recipe. Take a foot bath or a container with nice hot warm water, really warm water, sprinkle your Epsom salts in it and soak your feet in it. You could use copaiba, you could use frankincense, even stress away, anything that's going to support your circulatory system and to help with that. Endoflex would be good. Sorry, I just thought about that. And anything that will be help with that. So 3 weeks before D-Day, and did you know that doctors used to give episiotomies to almost everyone? I didn't know that. But they've been moving away from that, and thank goodness for that. But they say they have found that most women tear less severely and heal just as well without making a clean cut with an episiotomy. And so they say to start massaging your perineum with the oil blend, with this oil blend, sorry. Let's switch over, sorry. With this oil blend 3 weeks before your due date, and start earlier if you think you will deliver early. But if you mix 8 drops of geranium and 5 drops of lavender with 1 ounce of V6 carrier oil or oil of your choice, massage with your perineum with this blend along with a spray or 2 of Clariderm, which is a spray for your skin, 3 times a day. And then 1 week before delivery, add 5 drops of fennel to the above recipe and apply it to and massage your perineum, I don't know how to say that, with this oil blend and your Clariderm spray 3 times daily. So that would be really great to make and use and massage so that you don't tear so easily. Now, some non-oily recommendations to avoid vaginal tearing during delivery is, if you can, deliver your baby while in hands and knees position, like you're a tabletop. This takes the pressure off the baby, this takes the pressure of the baby off the rectum and makes it less likely for you to tear. Another good way is to deliver in the water. Most hospitals are warming up to the idea of water births. If you have a tub in your room and are not allowed to deliver in the water, they say to stay in the tub as long as possible. Many women report that the water helps decrease pain during labor as well, which I did not know that. Both of these techniques can only be done if you're not receiving an epidural, though. If you're getting an epidural, then you have to deliver your baby on your back. But definitely still use the perineum massage prior to your delivery. And so you've worked your way up to this 9 months, and it is time. It is labor time. It's a beautiful time, but it can also be filled with so much anxiety and fear. And of course, it's a lot of work, hard work. Well, for most women, I know for some women it wasn't, but I'm not bitter because mine was 17 hours. But after all, it's called labor for a reason. But we were made to do this, and we can do this, and once it's over, we'll have our baby. So as you've learned, Young Living oils have so many uses, and they have the potential to help ease your body and mind during the process. Think about the oils you have gotten to know so well through your pregnancy, and continue to use those, the ones that made you feel the most positive, empowered, and open. Make a few roll-ons for your delivery, and this makes using your oils easy, especially if you have family members. You can just have the roll-ons and be like, I need this roll-on. Sorry, they'll be ready to go, and they won't have to be, I don't know which one, I don't know which one. So these are some good ones, and you might want to write these down. But use your V6 and Gentle Baby oil blend. That is a great one. And Clariderm for your perineal massage. Apply Gentle Baby to your ankles and hands when labor starts. Diffuse Present Time, or apply it to your wrist to focus on giving birth. Diffuse Valor and apply it along the spine and inside of each foot. Rub lavender on your hips, the bottoms of your feet, or on your abdomen. Rub nutmeg on your hips, the bottoms of your feet, or on your abdomen. This helps calming the nervous system. Make sure you take your Ningxia Red, Ningxia Nitro, Ningxia Zing, Mindwise, and energy oils just as needed for energy and focus. And then as soon as you realize that you're in labor, take some Ningxia Red and your Mindwise to support your heart and your brain. But if you're in the hospital and you can't drink during your delivery, make sure you have some extra Ningxia Nitro and Zing for those around you, because they need to help you be supportive. And then add 1 drop, I'm not quite sure what this is going to do, but add a drop of peppermint in the toilet and sit above it, or smell peppermint while you're on the toilet. It's great to inhale in between contractions or for focus. I will say I have put peppermint oil in the toilet to help me when things are a little bit stuck. Peppermint's a good choice for that. Just a side note. If you, where was I? Use Digize on your feet, spearmint or peppermint for nausea if needed. That would be a great one to make for a tummy roll-on. And then put 1 to 3 drops of clary sage around the ankles to kick labor into gear. And you can also add Dragon Time, Fennel, and Gathering. So if you didn't get all of that, I will make a document and I will put it in the links in the description box, and you can grab that there, or you can message me and I'll send it to you that way. So as you enter active labor, your cervix begins to dilate more rapidly and contractions are longer, stronger, and closer together. People often refer to the last part of active labor as transition. That is often when women feel they just can't do it anymore. Yeah, I remember that. Don't be afraid. That means you're close to meeting your baby. So try these oil tips to help you get through. Dilute basil and add 1 to 2 drops on your temples and abdomen, or Vitaflex points on your feet. That's cool. I didn't even think about that. Use peppermint and or RC in between contractions to help with breathing. Use more Valor and Courage roll-on. Also, speak to yourself, of course, or have your partner or family support person say things like, I was made to do this. I am a strong, powerful woman. I am more capable. I am a good mother. Say those to yourself over and over again. Instead of focusing on the negative pain, focus on the positive. And then here are some really good oils to use anytime during your pregnancy. Massage Pan Away, Deep Relief, or Ortho Ease on the lower back for discomfort. And if you're wanting to use them because they do have wintergreen in them, then I would suggest looking up the oils that are in them, make your own blend, and use that as a massage with your V6 or coconut oil or anything like that. But Panaway is wonderful. Deep Relief is wonderful for massaging into those tired muscle and areas. Use marjoram, lemongrass, or lavender on muscles and joints. Other options are to rub Harmony, Peace and Calming, and Clary Sage over your uterus area to minimize discomfort during contractions. And of course, all of these things are based on how you know your body and how you feel. Make sure you do your own research. These are just oils that you can use and information that other people have used to give you an idea of maybe where to start if you haven't used oils yet when you were pregnant. And so here are some labor favorite recipes. You might want to screenshot this. And again, if you want to email me or message me, I will put a link down below or in the description box. But so here are some fun ones for calming. If you don't like any of the oils, just play with them. And if you don't like them, add some more, add some, different ones. It's your body, you know your body. Everybody's different and everybody reacts differently to the oils. But a good one for being calm is 10 drops clary sage, 3 drops peace and calming, 5 to 10 drops of frankincense, 2 drops of stress away, 2 drops of lavender. And for the clary sage, if you don't like the scent of some of those, but clary sage and frankincense are really, really, really good for calming. Sorry, I lost my place. For focusing, 5 drops of highest potential, 5 drops of present time, 5 drops of brain power, 5 drops of clary sage. That's a great roll-on blend. For labor time, 10 drops clary sage, 10 drops gentle baby, 5 drops geranium. And you can use Dragon Thyme, but if you've used Dragon Thyme, you know that it's going to smell strongly like fennel. And then for your tummy, 8 drops peppermint, 15 drops spearmint, 5 drops of digize. And you can add more digize if you like the smell. Some people can't stand the smell. And remember that peppermint may decrease your milk supply for some people. So if you want to be careful with that, be careful. And of course, your 25 drops of Valor in a rollerball blend will help to get you through. So those are some amazing rollerball recipes that you can use. And I am running out of time here. So if you're going into labor, which blend do you think you would use? I would love to know, comment below. But guess what? You've made it through labor. Congratulations, you did it. And hopefully you didn't literally just have your baby during the class, but we know that your time will come, and postpartum time is just important to take care of yourself as your prenatal time was. And there is so much that you can do for it. In the perfect world of social media, there's so much temptation to feel the need to pop back from birth as if nothing happened, to get that pre-baby body back, the house clean, your baby sleep trained, and all of your ducks in a row right away. But we know that that does not always happen. So you just got to remind yourself that your body just did something major and amazing, and it needs time to heal and it needs time to recover. So here are some oils that can help you. During postpartum, when sometimes you still have those uterine contractions, if you use geranium and lavender, delete it and apply it over your uterus, your ankles, or the bottoms of your feet to help with milk supply. If clary sage is good diluted, and you apply it above your breasts and your lymph area to help bring in your milk supply. If it's a little bit slow, use clary sage. To increase your supply, use fennel or basil over your breasts. To decrease your supply, we've already talked about peppermint or jasmine over your breasts. And yes, jasmine is expensive, so you may not have it, but look in your favorite resources and see what oil blends jasmine is in and use that. For soothing and cooling your hoo-ha, use that blend that we made for not tearing so easily, or you can use the Clariderm spray. And then you can use rectal pads because we know that can be an issue. So in case you have a lot of issues, you can combine 3 drops of cypress, clary sage, patchouli, peppermint, sandalwood, helichrysum, frankincense, and myrrh. And of course, if you don't have all of those, try at least some of them. But again, that was cypress, clary sage, patchouli, peppermint, sandalwood, basil, frankincense, helichrysum, and myrrh. 3 drops each in an ounce of witch hazel. Then soak up with cotton pads. Place 1 pad on your rectum as needed a few times a day for several days. So that could help with your bottom. If you've had a C-section, use lavender and frankincense, rose if you have it. If not, find an oil blend that has rose and jasmine in it. And to help to keep your incision healthy, mix 5 drops of each of those, lavender and frankincense, and rose if you have it. Even just 1 drop of rose in 1 ounce of carrier oil. And do it for 1 week. Start to massage the incision 1 week after, postpartum. After you've delivered for 5 minutes 3 times a day. Tummy roller to help with easy bowel movements. You can use digize, spearmint, and peppermint. Again, peppermint, be careful if you're worried about your milk supply. For a belly balm, you can use 20 drops of Clarity, Dragon Time, Geranium, Gentle Baby, to a bottle of lavender lotion and apply it to your belly. That is amazing for it. But do not use that until after you delivered. It says, do not use until after you deliver. For if you have tender breasts, apply 1 drop of lavender and citrus fresh to any tender or hot areas after your milk comes in. This is especially good after feeding and after pumping. If you have the baby blues, which a lot of us always do, diffuse or apply joy, lavender, lemon, peace and calming, valor, clary sage, bergamot, frankincense, gentle baby, geranium, basil. All of those are great oils, not all together, but all of those are great oils to diffuse. And then if you were using Progessence Plus before, now would be a good time to start using it again, especially if you start getting night sweats. So those are all oils and oil products that you can use to help with your pregnancy, your labor and delivery, and even postpartum. Now, mamas, it says, don't let other mamas join Young Living or reorder without telling them about the Essential Rewards program, because that is the one thing that so many members wish they knew about. They had been ordering for months and didn't know about Essential Rewards. It is a customizable monthly subscription box, and it is the best way to save money while you build your oil arsenal. And you're replacing harmful products in your home, and you're creating a healthy beauty routine, and you get all the must-haves for your new baby. Essential Rewards is an amazing program. You choose what you want to be delivered to your house and the date you want it shipped. And the great thing about ER is you get points back. You get between 10 and 25 points back depending on how long you have been on it. You get those points back every time you order on ER, and that goes towards paying for other free product. You get free loyalty gifts when you have been on it for 3, for 6, for 9, and 12 consecutive months. And then you get access to discounted ER kits, like you can get a Ningxia Red kit, you can get a Thieves ER kit, you can get those at discounted pricing. And you get free bonus items when your ER order is 100 or 190 and above. So you get even more free oils. The only thing that about ER is that you have to make a essentially $50 a month order consecutively to keep your points. And so it is easy to restock your favorite supplements each month and try new oils. And we recommend that you get on ER as soon as you start your Young Living, because it's the best way to switch and ditch your products. And so if you do not have a Young Living membership yet, if you're not part of Young Living, then now is the time. And it is a perfect time. And there's many kits, multiple, not many, multiple kits to choose from. And so we recommend you start with the Premium Starter Kit because that comes with everything that you need to get started. And it even comes with a diffuser and samples. And everything that you need to get started. It comes with 11 oils that you will use every day. And it comes with a no strings attached membership. You'll be able to purchase products at 24% off. You can join Essential Rewards, and you can even earn money as you start to help your friends get their own kits. And those by sharing, it can help you not only pay for your products, but also things that come with the new baby. So when you're ready to get started, you need to speak with the person who has been sharing oils with you so that they can help you get enrolled under them, because they're going to be your go-to person. And they're going to help you learn and to grow. And of course, if you don't have someone that has been sharing oils with you, I would love to help get you started. There's a link in the description box that can help you get started right away, or you can message me and contact me, and I can help you any way that is possible. And then when I get you started, I plug you into our Living the Oil Life community for more classes like this, and our Facebook group and newsletter and all kinds of other good stuff. So I'm sorry this one took so long. I'm not quite sure why it did, but this was our pregnancy with oils. I hope you learned something new. If you did, I would love it if you would put it in the comments what you learned and anything that you would like to add. But I just really thank you for coming. I thank you for your time. Next week, we're going to be doing a Kids and Oils class. It may be on Monday instead of Tuesday, because Tuesday is my daughter's birthday. So we may not do, so I may do one on Monday. And then the next week is my birthday week. Yay! And so we will be doing a class on Monday, and it may be my favorite things. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, but we're going to celebrate my birthday, and I'm going to have some giveaways. So if you're not part of my Facebook group, the Classes for Living the Oil Life, make sure you join that. If you follow me on YouTube, or if you're not following me on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. The button is somewhere in here, and it should be popping up, or you can just subscribe down below, and make sure you hit the bell so you can get notifications like videos like this one. But if you are pregnant, I wish you all the luck in the world. Make sure you use your oils and your oil infused products. Take care of yourself, take care of that baby, and until next time, keep living the oil life, and I'll see you later. Bye guys.